Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Happy New Year. The first video of 2026. Hope to see everything in this picture, but I've seen probably more than half of that already. Started off at Kendal with a little egret. Not that common a bird in Kendal. And then Johnny Gios was there and he pointed out this kingfisher to me, which I was grateful for. A flock of long-tailed tits, always nice to watch. Don't stand still very long. Not that easy to get in the clear, but managed a couple. And had a walk up the River Mint. And three little dippers flew in, and that one sat on the top of that rock shouting its head off as if to claim that part of the river. Then anyway, a trip over to Walney Island. Started off quite well with what we think is a sparrowhawk or a marsh harrier, probably a sparrowhawk, and just the usual curlews, oyster catchers. And in the distance there, Hoad Monument up on Hoad Hill, or Sir John Barrow Monument, to give its full title. And I live just at the bottom of that, so that must be a good 10 mile away. Anyway, on the ponds, Goldeneye, Great Northern Diver, which was a nice one to see and to film. When they dive for a long time, come up nowhere near where they went under. All the seals have beached themselves. They must eat some fish in a day. Then a local walk from home. Started off early morning with a buzzard going into its favourite tree. Nice to see a bit of sunshine on them. A couple of roe deer out and about, but not many that morning. Little robin on the frost. There's 4 heron down there, and one flew straight towards me. I think there was 2 adults and two young ones. Another flock of long-tailed tits flew in. Swans are nice, they always stick in a good close family. See, they've only got 3 left, but they'll be changing feathers soon and looking more like adults. Redshank. And the usual view of a kingfisher whizzing away from me. 3 little grebes, nice to see 3 together. Little herons, little egrets getting very, very common round here now. It's nice to see 1, but I think on this particular day I saw 3 together. Just gives you a size comparison there between a mallard and a little egret. They're just about the same size, but when they stretch their necks out and get the wings out, they look massive. I think 2 had paired up and one was just trying its luck, but it was seen off by what was probably the male one. A nice little stone chat down my lane on my usual morning walk. Then a trip back to Kendal again to watch the dippers. Could watch them all day. They're always on the go. They're actually catching very small fish. And there's 2 of them together as well. So everything seems to be pairing up nicely. Then we had a trip down to Lunt Meadows. Keith drove me down. Quite a long drive, a couple of hours at least. A little jay there. Robin. The nuthatch doing the typical pose. Reed bunting, backlit. And a kestrel in slow motion. Some distance off, but still nice to watch it. Quite a few kestrels down there, and then we saw the barn owl just once before we came away, but we were graced with the kingfishers. That was nice to see. But I like the stone chat as much as any, I think. And some goldfinch came in on the teasel. There was lots of teasel there, so it's perfect for goldfinch. Obviously no weight in those birds when you see what it stood on. Then a marsh harrier showed up just before we left. Anyway, back home, my morning walk again, meadow pipit. A little egret flew the full length of the field towards me, then landed in the tree right next to me. I've seen it before in that tree. Blackbirds finishing the berries off. Roe Deer wondering what all the action's about. Then I thought I'd have a go at getting a better kingfisher shot again. So I'm sat in my little pop-up NiteHawk hide, and this pheasant came, no idea I was there, walked straight towards me. It kept looking towards me, but didn't seem bothered at all. I didn't think I was going to see the kingfisher, so I thought best make the most of this pheasant. Anyway, just before I was going to pack up, kingfisher turned up in the branches. Did a bit of fishing. Takes ages to dispatch this. Probably a good 30 seconds of non-stop bashing. It's still twitching. Finally managed it. Very slow-mo of it just taking off to see the wing action. I think that was at 10% of the normal speed. Then it came and landed right in front of me, which finished the morning off quite nicely. Anyway, back to my usual morning walk, and the Roe Deer were out in the open for a change. Magpie up in the tree. They're mostly females, but they do have a young buck with them. That's the young buck there. And there's a buzzard in the same area, but can't really get close to that, unfortunately. More little egrets. I went down late afternoon hoping to see a barn owl, but I just came across another 6 deer. So there's no shortage of them. And lucky here went to Haybridge and long-tailed tits and got 3 together, which I think it's the first time I've ever managed that. Great tit. Cheeky little face. Tree creeper. And another kingfisher at Haybridge. So that's 3 different kingfishers in 3 totally different locations. So they seem as though they're doing quite well. Grey heron. Buzzard out again. And the egret out again. But then we had a bit of excitement this morning. The deer, this one decided to jump right through the ditch. I was hoping it was going to jump over. I've seen them jump over before but didn't get any pictures. Anyway, this one goes straight through. Clambers out absolutely dripping. Goes for a prance round to dry off. But then luckily, the second one decided to jump right over. It managed it without getting wet. That's some jump. I'm now wishing I'd videoed it, but beggars can't be choosers. And then I saw what I thought was a crow. I thought I'll finish off with a bird shot. Got home, brightened it up, and it turned out it was a jay. Barn owl was fast asleep all through this. Grey heron again. Oh, and this is a first for me down on my morning walk. That's a sparrowhawk. It was over 200 yards away, but nice to see. A really nice little reed bunt in there. And a few more Roe Deer. Hope you don't get fed up of seeing all these Roe Deer, but I am just cataloguing what I see day to day. You come back after seeing them, you feel great. You know, nature right on your doorstep. That's the male. They don't have a little tail like the females. Starting to get nice markings on the neck and chest that I haven't noticed until that particular day. And the little egret again. Nice when they have the wings out. And there on that picture, that's what you normally see for Roe Deer. There's 3 deer in that picture, believe it or not. Then we had a trip down to Park End Moss near Levens Village. It's quite a nice little spot, lovely little hide. There, marsh harrier and buzzard. Marsh harrier seeing the buzzard off. All very distant, but nice to watch. The grey heron there, and the buzzard on the hedgerows. Then back local again to Ulverston. Little egret fishing. I think they're looking for eels as much as anything. the heron. I think that must have been after frogs. I like these pictures of the roe deer just popping up out the grasses. Again, they're a long way away, but nice to see them. A buzzard flew up out the grass and scared them, so that this one went bounding right up in the air. It soon stopped again though. And last pic of the month going over the fence. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, share, comment. Give me any suggestions for the future. And thanks for watching. Bye.